Good Wednesday morning, everybody. Chris Allen with your weather podcast for this February 17th. After a day that saw rain, then rain mixed with snow, and then snow. And it was kind of a tricky forecast yesterday afternoon because temperatures were fluctuating. They would go, stay up above freezing, then come down a little bit, then rise another degree, and then you'd see a changeover. And some places like west of us, like over in Butler County, Muhlenberg County, over toward, say, Hopkins, McLean County, you guys received another good dusting up to a half inch of snow in some cases yesterday as that back-end precipitation started to cool. And as it did, we saw some big wet snowflakes, but enough to cause some slick roadways, and we're still dealing with a lot of school closings and even some delays this morning. The Polar Report is up and running, and it's also available at wbko.com/closings, or just go to the WBKO app. It is right there on the home page where you can see it all. We're looking at improving weather, and we keep saying that, and I know you keep going, well, when is it really going to happen? Well, the transition begins today as we're finally rid of any wintry weather. Now, we're going to see a lot of low cloudiness for at least the beginning of the day, maybe much of the day, especially if you live east of us. But the sunshine returns tomorrow, and along with that, southerly winds, and we're really going to see things warm up as we go through the rest of the work week into the upcoming weekend. A nice preview of spring is coming our direction. Just hang in there. Be patient. I know my patience is running out. I'm really past the point of having to deal with winter weather because it is it gives me headaches. I mean, it gives me real headaches. I mean, it affects my sinuses. And then I'm sitting here scratching my head along with, Shane and Daniel and Matt, everybody here in the Weather Center. We're like, okay, how do we parse this out? How do we make this forecast sound like it's, to aptly describe what is going to happen? Yesterday was one of those cases because it was mainly rain, and then it started to mix, which we anticipated would happen. But we had enough of what we call evaporative cooling, the dynamics in the air. Once those raindrops started to release the heat, each raindrop has a little heat in them. And then once it starts, it's almost like a chill effect in the atmosphere takes hold, and it actually cools the atmosphere enough by a few degrees to change everything from rain over to snow. And on the back end of that system, that little clipper system that came through yesterday, there was enough of that cooling that helped produce those big wet snowflakes. And for some of you west of Bowling Green, it was a problem. And those kind of things are really difficult to forecast. But it is what it is. It's moved out now. We just have some low clouds and still some fog this morning. And some of that fog may be with us for a while. But things are improving overall as we look at the map features and look at temperatures this morning. Most everybody in the 30s, low to almost mid-30s. And we're going to see that significant warm-up we've been talking about, and it is coming. All right, looking at the numbers for yesterday, 38 was the official high temperature at the Bowling Green Airport a little bit after 12:30. 50 the average high for the day. We were 12 degrees below average. 33 was our low temperature. 30 is the average, so we were 3 degrees above average there. And a year ago, we had a high of 23 and a low of 14. Back in 2015, we picked up another half inch of rain, mainly rain yesterday, 52 hundredths of an inch of rain. So now for the month of February, we're at 3.32. We should average 2.30. So we're an inch and 2 hundredths above average on precipitation for the month of February. and we're only behind by about 3/4 of an inch for year to date. So we're doing okay in the precipitation column. Look at some of the clouds this morning and seeing satellite, radar, and all that kind of stuff. Nothing on radar, but satellite showing plenty of clouds. So our forecast is going to read like this: low clouds and fog this morning. Or, it actually could hang with us through midday, early afternoon. But it will be slightly warmer than yesterday with a high of 43. I cannot guarantee that we are going to see any sunshine later today, although it is possible with this stubborn moisture layer in the form of clouds and fog. It may take pretty much all day to get rid of the clouds. But tonight, we're going to say becoming partly cloudy, chilly evening with a low of 30. But then on Thursday, mostly sunny and warmer. Breezy, too. Southeast winds will help us warm up to 55. But that's not the best part. Friday, mostly sunny, windy, and warm with a high of 67. 67. Southwest winds at 20. Slight chance of a late shower. Friday night, a little weak disturbance coming in. We'll touch that off. But then by Saturday, back to a mostly sunny sky, warm, 66. And there will be a chance of a late evening shower on Saturday, but not all day. Now, Sunday, as a cold front approaches, we will see a 50-50 chance of scattered showers, but otherwise, we'll see a warm high of 65 degrees. And we're talking 3 days in a row through the weekend with high temperatures in the mid-60s. Nice. Preview of spring. But as that front passes us, Sunday night into Monday, we do cool off, but we don't get cold. We just cool off, and actually, we kind of reset the temperatures back to where they should be, more seasonable for this time of the year. Monday, we'll see a mix of sun and clouds, 54. Tuesday, a mix of sun and clouds, and around 50. Now, we are looking long-term into the middle of next week when temperatures will be in the 40s, but actually that's not too far off the mark. The average for this time of the year, average high is 50, so we're going to be close to that. I don't really see any big winter storms coming through next week. We'll keep an eye on next Wednesday. There's a possibility there could be something there. But that's still a long way off, and so many things can change between now and then. But enjoy the weekend because it is really going to be nice. See, reason why I have to keep clearing my throat is because the weather is changing. I'm like a human barometer. I mean, it headaches and then the sinus and clearing my throat, and I can always tell when the temperature is going to change because it changes me too. So anyway, there you go. Just be careful this morning. Watch out for the patchy dense fog and still some slick roads where you guys west of us picked up a little bit of additional light snow yesterday. Temperatures just right on the freezing mark or just above that this morning to make it slushy, slick in a few places. But here in Bowling Green, travel is fine. All the streets, all the roads, parkways, interstates, everything is fine. All right, but still be careful this morning. Otherwise, have a great day. Thanks for listening, and God bless. Know the weather before it knows you. I'll see you live at 5:30 on AM Kentucky, 11 a.m. on midday, streaming live to the WBKO app and WBKO.com. And then later today, it's back to the radio show. Classic Hits, Sam 100.7, from 3 until 7 this afternoon.